I, a tender young maid, have been courted by many of all sorts and trades, if ever was any. A spruce haberdasher first
This
spoke
episode
me
of
fair,
Ladies
but I would
Unlaced,
have nothing to
sponsored
do with
by
small ware.
Shakespeare Approves, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. The Gilded Lily, Victorian Treasures und Renaissance Luxuries. Why be good when you can be gilded? Und TutorCon, virtual October 2nd through 4th.
Now presenting your ladies of Chaste Treasure.
Hello!
Hello, my delicious beasties. Lady Katya,
Yes, baby.
do you think they're ready for a new experience this evening?
Oh, I think they love new experiences.
Should we introduce them to something wonderfully different and deliciously new?
Woo! Let's do it.
I think we should indeed. Let's start with an introductory song.
Excellent.
Lady Katherine is one who loves to have fun. Won't you come on this festive affair? So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a lass you don't meet every day.
Well, they call me Katya. If you bring me vodka, just remember to bring the OJ. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a lass you don't meet every day.
Je m'appelle Margaret, and you'll have no regrets when to me your eyes do stray. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a lass you don't see every day.
Chaste Treasure's our name.
Drinking's our game.
And we love everyone who can pay.
So be easy and free
when you're drinking with me.
I'm a lass you don't see every day. I'm a lass you don't see every day.
Welcome! Oh, for those of you just joining us, we have a delicious new treasure to introduce to you this evening. Lady Margaret, we're so glad you're joining us tonight.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, you're exquisite, my darling. We should.
Oh, thank you very much.
Exquisite in every way, my loves. Oh, my loves, it has been so long since we've seen some of you. We have missed you something terrible.
Oh,
I hope you're all keeping yourselves out of trouble in the meantime. Lord knows we're not.
Bottoms up, as we always say.
It's better with the bottoms up.
Mm-hmm. Easier to grab on and go, eek.
Indeed it is.
To go, ee, is that what just happened? I think everything's better with an ee. That's wonderful. Oh, I'm so excited. I love it to pieces. Ladies, I do believe we have people checking in from all around the country this evening.
Ooh.
And amongst them, I'm hoping at least, is not the least of which our darling friend Shakespeare, who approves not just of some things, but also of us.
Ooh.
He tomorrow is going to be having a show, Shakespearean's Romeo and Juliet, the Flying Implement of Doom edition, at 1:30. Find him. You can get his tickets at eventbrite.com, and I promise he is an experience.
Ooh.
Oh, out damn spot.
Somehow that spot's never out, but I won't lie, I don't mind it. It's sort of a badge at this point. A badge of courage.
A beautiful.
Indeed.
Mm.
So, ladies, what shall we share with these beautiful humans first this evening? What shall we chat about? We've had so much fun getting ready for this.
Oh, yes, we have.
Oh, it's a very good question. My darlings, I know it is becoming fall, but what is your favorite part of fall? I know summer is all about being warm and going to the beach, but what do you love best about the fall?
Fires.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of bonfires. or indoor fires and that sort of thing. There's something about snuggling close to the flames and being warm and having to relax and then maybe having a couple drinks and suddenly you're warm and fuzzy everywhere and it's just fantastic.
It is also because you are very hot, yes?
Yes. One cannot lie. How about you, my loves?
I would have to say I do very much enjoy going in the groves and picking the apples. Because I do enjoy as they say, a WAP, a wonderful apple pie.
Oh, delicious.
Yes!
Oh, thank you.
I won't lie, a warm, wonderful apple pie does wonders for one's soul.
It very much gets me going, you know.
A delicious WAP for all, yes.
Oh, then I will take all of those delicious apples and then I will squish them all up and I will make myself a hot apple cider.
Ooh.
Just a little bit of whiskey in there. And just a little bit of the spices. It will be so delicious.
Ooh.
I like the way you think. That does sound delicious.
And then fires.
Aye, something about burning and squishing things does sound delightful.
Ooh.
Throw in a good WAP and it's a good party, indeed.
Of course, yes, indeed.
Warm, what was it? Warm, wonderful apple pie? Wonderful apple pie.
Wonderful apple pie, yes.
Ah, yes, that's what we're talking about, indeed.
Especially if it's a little moist as well, you know, you don't want to get it dry.
Aye, you want it to melt in your mouth.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, yes, you want to savor that flavor, indeed.
Very much so.
The taste of your pie, darling.
Oh, I can tell you it is very good, world renowned, as they say.
I've never had a French WAP before.
Ooh, they are certainly an experience.
I would bet so. I love it. So I was thinking, one of the things that I've noticed becoming more and more popular has been the excursion day trip. And it's funny that you mentioned fall. I was contemplating this with several of the other ladies, but I'll pose it to you as well. It was if we could travel somewhere and we could have an excursion day trip someplace glorious to cause trouble and all of that, where would the Chase Treasure ladies go and wreak some havoc?
Oh.
Ooh.
I know, there's so many options.
Let's see. Well, I think we need to go somewhere where there is a beautiful, warm pool of water for us all to dive into, and the steam is coming out. So that in this beautiful, crisp weather, we can still feel all cozy next to each other, and we can snuggle together for warmth at night. It will be delicious.
Oh, that does sound spectacular, actually. A warm, steaming pool of some sort. I like that. I like that.
Maybe a waterfall.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
A place for marshmallows and chocolate to become one in my memory.
Oh.
Again with the fires, I like where your head is. Aye. I like that. I won't lie to you, ladies. It's taken me a moment to fully embrace the fall. I'm a bit of a summertime girl. You know, I like to be in as little clothing as possible and be enjoying the outdoors and all of that. So I would say someplace tropical. I think that the Chase Treasure ladies on a secluded island somewhere just absolutely running amok might be the most fun any of us could have. And we could dub it and make it our own. I claim this land for Chase Treasure.
Sounds delicious.
See, I would have a very similar idea, I believe. Somewhere warm and tropical, with a couple of pool boys, you know, to wait on our every whim. That never goes awry.
Anyone that wants to bend to our whim is a definite plus. I agree.
True, but you know, you have to think about the lovely cabin in the woods, and then you can lie on like a Siberian tiger. For you see, right now.
And then we could all be tiger queens.
It's
yes.
yes, I have a special friend in my lap. Oh, she loves everyone.
Oh, I love it. I think that all of those sound delightful, actually. Although every time we're wandering through the far-off land of Jersey, the new version,
Oh.
I do find there's several cabins in the woods where I glance over and see them and think, that's how the horror movie starts.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Right there. I shall keep on going.
I mean, the New Jersey, it is a special place, and I mean, I do love to go to Castle IKEA and take a look at all of the furnishings and wander freely. It is such an opulence of wealth. It is true.
While you're wandering through, make sure you hit the Chez Target. It's definitely, it is something, an experience in the new version of Jersey. I can't quite explain it, just trust me. It'll change your life.
You know all about Target, correct, Lady Margaret?
Oh, yes, indeed, I do very much.
She's like, my homeland.
But because, you hit that target a little bit, and Target as well.
It's all about the bullseye.
Yes, indeed. It's the archery thing, it's very fun.
The important thing is that they get there eventually. You can work your way around the outer rim and work your way into the center portions and fold things back and kind of aim around about the sides and everything. But as long as you get to the bullseye with the pointy bits, that's the important thing. Mm-hmm. I love it. Oh, hello, Cleopatra, my love. It's good to see you again.
Ooh.
One day we shall find you in person and it shall be a party.
A pleasure to meet you, my love.
Cleopatra's, I think, been to all of our shows in this new virtual realm. Speaking of which, we are so glad that all of you are joining us again because Lord knows we're maneuvering this new world with feelings.
Feelings? Let's drink.
We're just feeling our way.
Delicious.
Oh. And it is so much better when it is delicious, isn't it?
But of course. A very good beverage for a very good night, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, definitely. I was going to say a good beverage makes everything better, doesn't it? Especially on a beautiful October day like today. I do think I'm warming up to full. It's taken me a little bit, but I'm getting there little by little.
All the lovely things that you can do indoors, like you could play a game. What is a game you would like to play?
Twister.
Margaret.
Oh, a game that I would like to play. That game, I believe it is called the Taboo, where you have to go and guess many different things. And if you know the other person very well, you get them very quickly and you win.
Oh, very nice. Fraulein likes Oktoberfest.
Ooh.
I actually prefer when that's an outdoor activity myself. I find you can cause more trouble in the outdoors. But yes, Taboo is a glorious game. I'm also a big fan. Perhaps it's the present company with which I have been spending quarantine, but I'm a big fan of Hungry Hungry Hippos. Yes.
I think
it's a good time.
Game several times with my bags.
I don't know, it just brings me joy to feed the hippos. I'm so glad they're satisfied by the end of it.
I do enjoy a rollicking game of hide and seek.
Ooh.
I will seek you out.
And then we'll hide all the things, yes. Actually, I rather like that. Everybody wins. I saw our ladies behind the scenes like to play doctor. That's not really a game, but if you play it right, it can be an operation.
I think I hear this Siberian tiger.
Oh, yes,
I was going to say.
Mew mew.
We have a guest.
Ooh.
The Siberian tiger. For some reason, my head immediately goes to Las Vegas and the old shows with the tigers and the hoops, and I'm like, oh, that was rather sad. Oh, dear.
You would never tolerate such nonsense.
No, I would never expect your tiger to. Indeed. Indeed. So, ladies, as long as everyone is satisfied. Yes, darling. As long as everyone goes home happy, that is the whole point of the Happy Meal.
We are winners here.
Very true.
I heard a cat. Yes, you did, my love.
Indeed,
a beautiful little pussycat. So, ladies, I thought perhaps we should introduce our first song.
Yes.
I was contemplating between which two we should do, but I like the idea of our drinking song coming up first.
Excellent.
Yes.
I quite agree.
This is, well, a brand new version of one of our favorite drinking songs and how we like our friends while we are drinking.
Mm.
We like our men like we like our drinks. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like our drinks, and they like us as well. I like my men like I like my rum. Only when she wants it, only when she wants it. I like my men like I like my rum. Dark and stormy, with just a touch of ginger. Spicy. And they like us as well. We like our men like we like our drinks. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like our drinks, and they like us as well. I like my men like I like my sangria. Only when she wants it, only when she wants it. I like my men like I like my sangria. A little fruity, a little chunky, white girl wasted. And they like us as well. We like our men like we like our drinks. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like our drinks, and they like us as well. I like my men like I like red wine. Only when she wants it, only when she wants it. I like my men like I like red wine. Full-bodied, nice legs, a little on the sweeter side. And they like us as well. We like our men like we like our drinks. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like our drinks, and they like us as well. We like our men like we like to drink. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like to drink. Only when consent is expressed and freely given. And they like us as well. Hip and swell. And they like us as well. Kiss and tell. And they like us as well. Stop a bell. And they like us as well.
It's so much fun to drink in a group. I find group activities are so enjoyable.
I loved that little snarl you gave at the end. That was beautiful.
That's my inner Siberian tiger.
I suppose we all have one.
You know what? It's best when it comes out. Just a little bit of claw makes everything better.
We mark your territory a little bit, you know.
And speaking of how we like our men, for those of you that may not remember, we are still doing our personalized verses, and we could add We Like Our Men to the cycle of songs that we do. And you too can have a personalized verse for just £15, and that would be one of our ladies writing and singing a song for you. We also have for £25 in full regalia, meaning entirely dressed in garb. Not dressed down like this. This you can only come on Fridays for. But so for £15 and for £25, you can have a personalized verse, and we recommend it highly. I know we have a few people that have enjoyed them in the past. So think about that. It's an excellent gift for that unexpected anniversary. I don't know why you wouldn't expect it, but if you don't, surprise, we have just the thing for you. But I won't lie, I love red wine. As soon as you said that, I went, ooh.
I could enjoy it, you know, you get a little well, actually, there is this very good bubbly red wine. It's a little fruity, it's very nice. I cannot remember what it is called right now. It is very good. I bring it to parties.
I was going to say, I bet that would make you the life of the party. Something about red wine. It does. It gives me a little energy bump, sort of like coffee, that is unexpected, and you're like, yeah! And everyone goes, oh my God, this is a lot of something. And you go, you're welcome.
I will give my portions of all the red wine to the both of you because it sort of turns my teeth a color I do not like. And, you know, I'll just do tequila shots next to you. It's fine.
I will expect that.
I don't know if the tequila shots would blend well with the red wine, but I would live that vicariously through you, Lady Katya.
We will be concurrently, but not intermingled.
I like that. And you're right, red wine does do funny things to the color of my teeth, but I sort of just run with it. I have a lot of teeth. So I figure I don't have to see them.
Give us a little.
And if what was that?
Give us a little nibble.
And if it's terrifying, it's even better.
There's an animated GIF in that, I can tell.
Oh my god, now everyone's going to be like, make GIF done. The bowels of the internet will explode with GIFs of my giant face. Just like that.
Little.
That'll be our challenge for the next show. Find the most ridiculous GIF of Catherine's face that you can make and produce it. Melissa, one of my favorite things about Katya, she gave all of her wine to us in Louisiana. She had plenty of White Russians to drink instead.
I am there for you, baby.
It sounds like, Katya, you definitely get the job done. And it's so good to share. Sharing is caring.
No, I want to spread the wealth around. Spread it wide open.
I concur. A good widespread affects more people, and everyone's happier that way. Indeed.
The wider, the better, you know.
Exactly! Oh, I knew I loved you.
I very much enjoy the two of you as well. I'm very glad we get to do this.
I won't lie. I think perhaps this might be one of my favorite times of the week. Whether I'm in it or not, just to be able to come and enjoy some lady time with other ladies is just glorious. I won't lie a bit.
I know. People. I love to.
Yes.
Not enough cuddle puddling with Chase Treasure Lady.
We just discussed the next cuddle puddle, and I won't lie. I think it needs to happen. As soon as it is safe and acceptable, there will be a massive cuddle puddle, and I won't lie, pillows may be involved.
Oh.
Aye. They may lead to a pillow fight, but I'm not against that either. We can make our own game.
Amen.
We'll get it produced by Parker Brothers or one of those gaming companies that still exists, and we'll make a fortune. It'll be glorious. And then we'll buy the caravan, and then we can go cross-country. It'll be marvelous. I'm dreaming the dream for all of us.
Oh,
It's a very good dream you dream.
Thank you. And only white horses for our carriage. Our caravan will look really funny with it, but I'm not against that either. Why not do funny looking?
Everyone's got their preferences, you know.
Indeed. Indeed. That's fair. So, my loves, we were discussing food because I'm always discussing food. Cuddle and then shelter. Ah, Cleopatra. We are each other's shelter. We shelter each other so well. And yes, I think a lot of us look forward to Fridays. Oh, thank you, Victoria, darling. We look forward to seeing you as well. Although we don't really see you, but you know what I mean, darling. So we were discussing food because that's always what I think of first, food and alcohol. Not necessarily in that order, but, you know, close.
Either way.
And we were talking about foods we'd like to see at fairs. If I could design a menu at a fair I was attending, what would be the favorite things that would have to be there, the penultimate snack that you would want to be at a fair?
It's a very tough question.
Indeed, there's so many snacks.
Delicious things at many of the fairs across the country that I've had. I try to think. For example, at the Maryland Fair, they have cheesy garlic bread for 50 cents. So, you know, next time we are all at the Maryland Renaissance Festival, we should get some cheesy garlic bread. I show you where it is. It's so tasty. But then, you know, I felt you go to the Georgia Fair and they have chai milkshakes. I know, it's crazy. And let's see. And then, you know, you go to Florida and you can have like a jerky made out of a rattlesnake.
We did see those. We didn't get to try them, but I saw that one.
It's chewy. It's chewier than you think anything could be. And it used to be chewy in your mouth. And then, no, that's as chewy as it gets. No, it goes beyond.
No, that does sound glorious. You had me at cheesy garlic bread. Chai milkshake I would try.
It was very tasty.
I would try the jerky just for funsies. I feel like I'm waiting for somebody Melissa says Louisiana had the Greek booth. Ooh, with roast boar. That does sound good.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds delicious.
Tammy, darling, you're always a snack at the fair.
Illegit.
That's not something that ever changes. You're always our favorite Scottish snack.
See, I was going to mention the meat pies, actually.
Ooh.
So, I love some hidden meat. It is...
It's so tasty.
The hidden meat, is that what you said?
Yes, indeed, you know?
Is it a mystery pie where you're not sure what it is?
I believe they tell you, but, you know, it is just very good. It kept me going. It was very nice. You know, keep you going for a very long time.
I won't lie, I'm a big fan of a meat pie. I wasn't sure if it was sort of a Russian roulette, as it were, of pies, where you go, I want maybe that one? And then you go, it's blueberry! You know, and sort of have to feel your way literally through the pie.
Well,
I mean,
But you had me at pie.
yes. That is the safest kind of Russian roulette with pie. Yes.
Indeed. And with alcohol. I find it's hard to go wrong with alcohol unless you're someone that doesn't like something specific and all of a sudden go, that's a that in my mouth.
Oh, you might say that, and then it's Jägermeister, and then you feel better.
that is very true.
Liquor, hell, all at the same time. I'll still drink it.
Well, then it's there, and you're sort of like, well, I guess I can't kick you out of bed, but... I was going to say Goldschlager, so yes, I would say Jaeger's right up there with the Goldschlager. Where you go, this is a mistake, but I'm in it now, so crap.
Well, I'm being visited again, but this one is a lot longer.
Look at you, Puddin'!
Hello, little bean. Oh.
Do my best, and they're like, no, we want to be parts of everything.
I don't blame them a bit, their love's so sweet.
Very nice long cat.
I'm sort of waiting in the realm of food things for somebody. Lady Margaret likes to play peekaboo with the meat.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I think it's based on the hidden meat agenda. It's more of a meat surprise. So that surprise, it's not blueberry, it's meat. I'm sort of waiting for people to find ways to create things that are mobile that shouldn't really be, like macaroni and cheese. Or I've seen the walking tacos, which really aren't walking tacos. But things like that, where you go, it's just a matter of time before somebody sort of perfects that, like comfort food on a stick.
Well, they do that actually at the Maryland Fair. They take macaroni and cheese, they make it in triangle shape, and they shove a stick through it. It's delicious. I'm all about cheese at the Maryland Fair. I can tell you all the best cheeses and fudges to go about. It is my gem, as they say in the New World.
Yeah.
It is iconic. It is a food. Yes.
Very much agree. I very much agree.
I was going to say, that sounds spectacular. And Victoria says the PA Fair used to have pot pies.
Oh.
I sort of remember them, but I don't know if I actually got to have one. But yes, you had me at cheese. I am a huge fan of cheese. And I have seen the fried Oreos. They are delicious. As someone who lives in ye old New Jersey, that's a big thing down in the shore areas, the fried Oreos on a stick. And they're very good, but I associate that with a boardwalk thing, a shore thing. But sure, why not? Fairs can make that work. But macaroni and cheese on a stick, that's genius.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best thing I've heard all week.
And that it's real is even
amazing.
better.
Incredible.
It's very tasty. And they make one that has jalapeno and I think bacon in it as well.
Oh.
I combine all those things and Lady Katherine will be at your fireside melting. It'll be delicious. I'll bring the red wine and the tequila and it'll just get weird. Add in Twister and a Siberian tiger and we'll call it Tuesday.
Tiger Tuesday, hashtag.
Yes. A question to the ladies. What makeup are you wearing and do you have favorite brands?
Oh,
well.
Hang on. I was going to say, I don't even know what my palette is called, so let's read it.
Ooh.
The Academy of Color, it's called. And I like it because it's shiny. I'm really bad with makeup things.
That is all right.
Hi.
It is fine. We are good.
You look lovely, and that is
You too. Beautiful.
And how about you two? A favorite type of makeup or anything of that sort?
I mean, well, listen, I could tell you every single product on my face, but I think some people would get bored. But we'll just sum up my favorite parts. I've got my Beauty is highlighter right here. That is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And as well as milk makeup, just to give like this weird iridescent sheen. I'm all about it. And then actually, my eyes are all these sparkles, and the color, that is all Violet Voss. And it is the brightest eyeshadow I have ever had that will stay on for an entire fair day and not come off.
Ooh.
Brilliant.
It is so vibrant in color. You know how some colors sort of like turn muddy by the end of the day? This is the best bright eyeshadow I have found in all my time at the Renaissance Festival.
Oh, that's glorious.
Oh, very nice. I personally, I like the brand NYX. It is very nice, very good. It lasts a very long time. But my newest favorite is ColourPop, which I'm very excited because on, I believe, yesterday, they released a palette that was themed after those witches in this very interesting magical thing called Hocus Pocus. And I was very lucky to get one of the palettes, and I'm very excited because it's sold out very quickly.
I've never heard of that. That sounds brilliant.
I'm so very excited. Ooh.
And their palettes inspired by each of the different witches.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, I love it. That's fantastic.
It's all shiny and beautiful and very good colors. They are my colors because my colors are fall colors. Ooh.
I'm so excited. I'm going to have to check that out. Oh, and who knew that that would be a question that would absolutely be something that I would learn something from. I'm not a makeup person, so I feel like I learn things inadvertently as we go about. Hi, but that was an interesting question. Thank you, Melissa, for that. Things that I never thought of. My big thing is I've got a stain that I use as a lipstick, and it is sort of, it's sort of fantastic. And of course, can I find it? Is it sitting in front of me? Of course it's not, because I moved all of those things because I'm a responsible adult. Anyway, I'll look it up. I think it's called the Balm, if I remember correctly. And it's one... it's
like a chubby
easy to remember.
Is it the little chubby stick?
Aren't they all? It's I guess it's a little. This one is a tall one, but they do make it in the little chubby form. And it's glorious because it's the kind of thing that doesn't come off.
Ooh.
So it's a stain that stays on and then, doesn't come off on small creatures and, victims and things like that.
Indeed.
Ryan Frederick wants to know what our favorite Halloween movie is. That is a loaded question. I'd be inclined to mention Hocus Pocus, for certain.
That is mine. It is beautiful, incredible, iconic, amazing. Mwah.
All of the things. And I feel like it gets better every time you watch it. I don't know, Katya, what do you think?
Well, I suppose when I think of a Halloween movie, I think of a movie I'm going to get so scared and you've got to hold me because I'm so frightened. And then I would want to watch Candyman.
Ooh, Candyman's a good one. I heard they were remaking that, and I was a little bit sad about it.
Well, I've heard that the remake is going to be very good based on who is working on it. So I am excited to see it anyway, because I do love that whole... I love the movie, and I was excited because they released like an animated short about the new one with like papercraft, and it was very cool looking.
Ooh.
Take a look.
Ooh, that does sound interesting. I'll have to look at that. Night Before Christmas. Yes, ladies at Chase Treasure. Is it Halloween movie or Christmas movie? Yes. That's how we solve that mystery. Yes.
Yes.
I had this discussion with Lady Morgan just recently. I'm a big fan of when the scares are psychological.
Ooh.
I don't mind blood and gore and that sort of thing for Halloween time. I will watch a scary movie periodically throughout the month of October. But I watched a series called The Haunting of Hill House.
Ooh.
I think it's on Netflix. And I won't lie, I think it might be my favorite scary thing that I've ever watched. It was just superbly acted, and it was marvelous, and it was creepy, and it made me be like, I'm not going to sleep, but I will. So it was worth checking out. I think it's only 10 episodes. It's only one season, but it was marvelous. And plus you have all the old goodies. I'll watch Scream if it's on. I'll watch Halloween. I'll watch all the classics. It's not Halloween, I feel like, unless you're watching children getting chased by someone who's going to murder them. So, things.
Although I see Fräulein Elsa loves practical magic. I don't know if I think of that one as being Halloween, but I suppose the end of it is.
That's true.
I love that movie. It is my aesthetic.
I remember that movie. I think I've only watched it once or twice. Perhaps in that spectacular cuddle puddle that Chase Treasure is planning, there can be a practical magic viewing.
I have never seen that. This sounds fun. Ooh.
Oh, have to.
Okay.
This is happening.
Margaret.
Okay.
It's happening soon.
I am excited. This is good. This is good.
And we could do that outside, rather. We could have a big, projection thing and put it outside on, a sheet and things like that. So that would be delightful. And then there could be fire and s'mores and alcohol.
Ooh.
See, we will concoct this event into being somehow during the course of the next, 45 minutes.
Yes. Good.
So, my loves, I think perhaps it's time for us to do another song.
Yes.
Mayhaps we should do a little song about sort of clipping along behind people and following them as we go.
Oh.
Yes, that sort of seeing where you end up and following someone and having an adventure, as it were. At least that's what mine's about. So yes, do enjoy. This is our version of Follow the Band.
Oh, my lovers, an accountant, an accountant, an accountant, and a very fine accountant is he. All day long he spreads sheets, he spreads sheets, he spreads sheets.
It was a real entry-level position, but I'll bet that stock had major growth.
I'm really into exploring the binary.
Oh, he can balance my checks.
And at night he comes home and drinks tea. Oh, you gotta drink a little bit, dance a little bit, follow the band all the way. Drink a little bit, dance a little bit, follow the band all the way.
Oh, my lover is a postal worker, and a very fine postal worker is he. All day long he delivers packages.
I dig the tiny shorts.
He can stamp my bits any day.
I'll make him a priority.
Oh, I'd love to have a union with that handler.
His package is first class.
And then he comes home and drinks tea.
Oh, you gotta drink a little bit, dance a little bit, follow the band all the way. Drink a little bit, dance a little bit, follow the band all the way.
Oh, my lover is an allergist, and a very fine allergist is he. All day long he clears my mucus, he clears my mucus.
Does he work with the little dangly thing in the back of your throat?
Say ah.
Turns out I'm not allergic to anything. Yes, he just clogged all my orifices.
Ooh, I have a very big sore throat.
Is he accepting new patients?
Free and clear. And at night he comes home and drinks tea.
Oh, you gotta drink a little bit, dance a little bit, follow the band all the way. Drink a little bit, dance a little bit, follow the band all the way. Oh, my lover is a tea seller, and a very fine tea seller is he. All day long he drinks tea, he drinks tea.
And at night,
La da dee da da dee.
I wonder what kind kind of tea he drinks.
Hopefully something with some spice. Otherwise, what is the point?
Do I not agree?
Oh, darlings, that was lovely.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? Actually, what is all of your favorite types of tea, my loves?
Oh, I do love a good peppermint tea.
I.
And, like, refreshing on the tongue. It is probably my favorite.
I have a lot of different kinds of teas that I like to drink at different times of year. During the fall, there is I do not know how to say it. It's rubos. Someone told me once and I cannot remember. But
I believe you.
Yes, it's very good. It's very, a little more on the acidic side, but very, like, it's almost like coffee, but a little, not as much caffeine, if any caffeine at all. It's very good.
Marvelous. I like a good lemon ginger from time to time. I like a little bite with my like sweet and like smooth kind of thing. I like that, but I agree with you. Sometimes during the seasons, there are different teas that I like. I also like a good chai.
Oh, yes.
And while we're speaking of things that we love, one of our other sponsors tonight is the Gilded Lily. They specialize in all kinds of beautiful things, not the least of which is living on my head currently. They specialize in hats and adornments, and if we look over here, I believe, was it Margaret? You said yours was from the Gilded Lily.
Yes, indeed. I actually got this for this live stream because I wanted to fit in.
Yes, I was going to say that you want to fit in. Darling, don't you worry. You are fitting just fine in all the things. But the Gilded Lily has been very kind to us, and in the years that we've been out to Pittsburgh, they have fed us and given us shelter and wandered about with us and been chaperones when we've needed them. But they also have fantastic talents, as you can tell from looking at all of us. So if you would, do check out the Gilded Lily. They have all kinds of things. They will fill personalized requests, and they do take custom orders, and all of their accoutrements are all specially made and different. So yes, you can't go wrong with them, and we do love that they keep sponsoring us because they're just the most glorious humans on top of it. So yes, look them up, because if you don't, I'll just keep buying all of their stuff and you won't have any. So there.
Me, I don't have one yet.
Oh, don't worry, darling. We'll get you adorned. Actually, I wonder, were you on the slate for Pittsburgh?
No, my near cousin, she was going to be there to come and watch all of you, but I would not. No.
That's all right. I was going to say, we can definitely find a way to get something to you.
Yes.
They make scary top hats, indeed. And Rosaline does have 4 different hats. I think at one point she had 5 and has gifted one to Lady Elsa.
What does a scary top hat mean? Because I am intrigued, shall we say? Is that...
They do the most glorious witches' hats. So based on the top hat, I imagine that's a gentleman's version, but I haven't seen one yet, so I know what I'm doing for homework tonight.
Ooh.
Finding someone to wear a scary top hat for me. Wherever could I find one? They do have some really gorgeous things. Actually, Lady Morgan has one of their witchy hats of sorts, and it actually lights up.
It is an exquisite.
It is so beautiful.
A thing of art for certain. Like the hat from the Frog Prince. Sure. You don't know what that means.
I like to imagine what it means. You know what? I think in my mind's eye, I can figure out what it looks like. It's exquisite.
I'm imagining like a frog wearing a hat.
Yeah.
But I mean, green is my color. I look so nice.
Ooh.
So I definitely.
You do look gorgeous in green, darling. And I feel like green is one of those colors that I associate with the Halloween season and things like that. The purples, the oranges, those like really neon-y greens, you know, those really bright, crisp greens. Aye. Those seem like the good color scheme for the autumn, and like golds and things like that. Maybe some mahoganies and that sort of thing. Princess and the Frog. Perhaps the Princess and the Frog.
Oh, yes, very much. Yes.
Oh, here, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's a different kind of thing. Oh, I like that.
I mean,
That would be a scary top hat.
I don't think that's a top hat I can pull off, but I want it. I want it anyway.
I disagree. I'll bet we could pull it off, especially in like a situation like this.
Ooh.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, some
Gilded
idea,
Lily,
yeah.
we're coming for you, and we want the scary top hats. Do Halloween hats for whatever holiday may come up. Yes. I feel like they could be festive hats, sort of like Nightmare Before Christmas crosses across several different holidays. It could also be included as a Thanksgiving hat, a Christmas hat, Passover hat.
Think about it. If it's got cobwebs for Halloween, then it's just mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving, and then it's snow for Christmas time and the holidays. And yes, it's perfect. It works absolutely just the way you want it.
I think that would be glorious, actually. Now I'm imagining, I'm like, everybody in witch hats and scary top hats for Thanksgiving. Suddenly, the affair became very bougie, and I'm not mad about it.
Ooh.
Things to look forward to.
Now I brought up mashed potatoes. Now I'm hungry again.
That is what I'm thinking of as well.
And if we're making you hungry at home, please feel free to put some money into our chests. Our information for tipping us is below, and we like to share the snacks. So, please feed us by dropping something into our virtual chests, our virtual booty, as it were. We like to have fun with you, but it definitely helps when we can keep the lights on, the ring lights and everything else. So, my loves.
Yes, sir.
We enjoy anything you ladies are willing to do. I do too. I won't lie about that. So we were discussing ridiculous things that Chase Treasure could end up doing at fairs. Not the least of which is we've hijacked golf carts. There was a pirate ship at one point that was very close to being hijacked, although we were not successful. That wasn't our fault. They got away. There was a big cannon involved. We've been in parades. We've been in all sorts of things. We've rolled down hills and hoops, which isn't the best idea, but we have some of those. What are unusual things that, and since Margaret, you're new to Chase Treasure, but I know you've performed at fairs. What are some unusual things that you've enjoyed at fairs? I know. Is that because there are so many options, or that you're like, I just blocked these all from my brain and now I'm having to retrieve them? That's my story.
It is hard to think about, actually. I do not get. Come back to me.
Absolutely. I said the more rum that I finish out of my cup, the more they'll be reminded in my head. I'll go, oh, that's one. I forgot that one.
Yeah.
Oh. Sneaking a cucumber onto our neighbor's stages.
I do like that one.
I'm not sure I've heard that story, but it sounds crisp.
Oh, boo!
It does indeed put them in a pickle. So.
If it's pickled, it's been in too long. There are rules.
But once I got to ride a camel, it was a very exciting experience. But the camel, like, why you want to do this? I don't understand. Fine, I walk in circle. Get off me. But also, I have a friend.
Oh.
A friend who lets me ride on his pony once.
Oh.
That just lands.
That sounds enjoyable too. I won't lie. I haven't rid any camels or ponies at fair. I've ridden other things, but that's a different story. I think that of the weirdest things, the golf cart was definitely an odd experience, only because it wasn't that large a fairground. We were in Bowers Beach, and the gentleman drove by and said, would you like a ride? I said, oh, no, we're all right. And later in the day, I said, you know what? It rained all day, and people were sort of sheltering in place, and we hijacked the golf cart and went about singing Drunken Treasure at the top of our lungs. And it was rather enjoyable. Also, sitting in a golf cart with a hoop is not pretty. But we weren't going for pretty at that point, so I guess it was all right.
True.
As long as it's fun.
Did they let you drive, or were you just passengers?
Oh, no, I was holding on for dear life. I was in the back. I volunteered. I was voluntold, really, but I volunteered sort of to be in the back. And I was on that wide seat where, they put the bags normally. So I was the bag. But I was hanging on to the poles with both hands, sort of screaming out the back, like, what do you do with a Drunken Treasure? Hoping that I wasn't going to face plant into someone's lap as we went by.
You hope
Yes.
I mean, that sounds like a good time to me.
There you go.
It was a lot of fun, and that was one of the weirder ones. You know, a lot of those anachronisms aren't normally about at fairs. So the fact that it was there was sort of like, well, this is a presented opportunity. Excellent.
A very opportune time. I have come up with mine. Once I was gifted a very nice cock.
Oh!
And he looked so surprised.
Very surprised, actually, yes. He's a very good friend. I quite enjoy him. I pat him on his head.
Was he presented to you during a show?
Yes, he was. It was very surprising for all of us.
That's amazing. I do love that. That's, yes. That's about right.
My cock is not quite as big, but he knows what to do. He can still,
Ooh.
Oh, Rufio. I will not whip out my cock because Friday's not ready for that. But no, I do have something fluffy sitting in my lap, and we'll leave it there. If I disturb it, it'll talk, so I won't do that. Katherine, I forgot about that, Melissa. You were correct. Oh, God. Katherine, Arabella, and Catalina, we did go wading. We did strip off all of our costumes and garb and whatnot and went wading out into the Delaware Bay during horseshoe crab spawning season. That was fun. It was a science lesson we were not prepared for, but we learned a lot.
It is never fun to get crabs.
Fortunately, I think most of them stayed in the water. Unfortunately, a lot of their babies came home with us. They were spawning, so everything was sort of mixed into the water, and it took a lesson on the way home that we went, oh, that's why the water wasn't clear. Oh, dear. So yes, the pictures are gorgeous, though. Yes, that was a situation, and it was a crab porn. It was a experience, we'll say. We definitely lived that life. In fairness, it had been 1,000 degrees, and we sweltered and died, and it was very hot, and it seemed like a very good idea at the time.
Well,
I stand behind most of those ideas where I go, it was a great idea in the moment. In retrospect, we may have decimated the horseshoe crab population, but no. Yes, it was a good time.
at least
Forgot
the
about that.
crab problem was treatable, yes?
Yes. We'll go with yes. I sort of still wonder if there's like wanted posters, sort of like yours, Margaret, of the three of us somewhere where the horseshoe crabs are like, watch out for them. They're terrible. And be like, that's us. Ding. We did it with feelings. Sorry, but also not sorry. It felt great. Probably not for the crabs, but that's another story too. So I think it might almost be time to present our very last song of the evening. This is, of course, our most requested song, which should be enough for all of you to infer what it is. And it feels like an appropriate time to present it because Lord knows I need this song in my life right now. And maybe some of you do too. So without further ado, please enjoy.
I am one sword out of many, I am one face out of three. The maiden, crone, and mother stand united within me. For I am woman's fury, and her honor and her pain. And before this day is over, oh, the blood shall fall like rain.
Bring me thunder, bring me steel, bring me coat of iron mail, bring me diamond heart and will, and let my courage never fail. Bring the lightning to my sword, flashing living in my hand, and bring warning to the horde that hears a battle wave and stands.
I am wind and rain and fire, I am venom, blood and tears. I can raise a fury higher than the worst of mortal fears. I am woman for the women and the children and their home. I will raise my cry in battle with an army or alone.
Bring me thunder, bring me steel, bring me coat of iron mail, bring Bring me diamond, heart, and will, and let my courage never fail. Bring the lightning to my sword, flashing, living in my hand, and bring warning to the horde that hears the battle raven stands.
When the raven stands to battle, I will hear no pleading word. I will grant no foeman quarter. Fallen men, raise not the sword. For I know no rules of warring. This is not some bloody game. This is kill or die in trying, for your foe will do the same.
Bring me thunder, bring me steel, bring me coat of iron mail, bring me diamond, heart, and will, and let my courage never fail. Bring the lightning to my sword, flashing, living in my hand, and bring warning to the horde that hears the battle raven stands. I will sing to bring the thunder crashing down from out the sky, and I'll sing to light the souls of all the warriors soon to die. And I will sing in battle bloody songs of power and pain, and I will sing tonight for war to never come again. Bring me thunder, bring me steel, bring me coat of iron mail, bring me diamond, heart, and will, and let my courage never fail. Bring the lightning to my sword, flashing, living in my hand, and bring warning to the horde that hears the battle raven stands. And bring warning to the horde that hears the battle raven stands.
I'm feeling that today. My darlings, if you've had fun joining us this evening, come back in 2 weeks. On the 16th, we'll have our Mega Mix, which will be an entire recap of all the weird things we have done on Friday nights for the last several Friday nights, going back to the beginning of quarantine. Mega Mix will also involve a number of different ladies, so come on and join us and see if you can spot all of us. The 30th, we'll have a Halloween show. Please come and join us for that. And if this isn't enough chase treasure for you and you're looking for more Renaissance-y things to do, check out our final sponsor of the night, TutorCon, who can be found entirely online this weekend. They will return to in-person in 2021, but they are a good time. As somebody who experienced it firsthand, trust me, there's lots of fun to be had. So do check out TutorCon. And from here, Lady Katya is going on to another show because she just can't have enough of you delicious creatures. So go over and join Lady Katya at...
It'll be streamed through @Corona Dispenser. But if you're friends with me on the Facebook, you can find it, and I will be sharing it there as well.
Perfection. So yes, your night doesn't have to end now. If you've had fun, please do drop a tip into our virtual boxes. They're wide open and waiting for you. And if you're looking for more music to enjoy, please do follow Lady Katya and enjoy her for the rest of the evening. Ooh. Check back with us on the 16th too, because I can promise you, you may see some of these familiar faces and a lot more besides. Ooh. And please join me if you may. I will give a silent applause so I don't blow out my microphone, but thank you for joining us, Lady Margaret, and thank you you've come and joined our insanity.
I am so very happy to have joined. This is very fun.
Trust me, we've had fun too. Me and the cucumbery bits. But yes, please do come back and check us out in the next few weeks, because Lord knows we're going to be causing some trouble. Ladies, as a final thought.
Yes.
Final thoughts. I feel like Final Jeopardy should play. In the record of trouble and things that you would like to see happen, what would be an event that you would enjoy watching at a fair that doesn't already occur?
Oh.
Within, public law and reason, because yes.
Indeed.
I sort of want, you know how they used to have the race of the piglets?
Oh, that would be so cute.
I just feel like everyone can enjoy piglets in their lives, and I'm just imagining all the little rows of piglets lined up, just piggies running everywhere, being like, "Oh, my heart is so happy." Piglets for all. I don't know. That's mine. I don't know why that was in my head, but that was.
Oh, it is a very tough question. But I sort of think of I would like a couple of burly lumberjacky Scottish kilt wearing gentlemen to, oops, I fell in this mud. Oh no, I can't get up. Help me. Oh, ooh. Heck, rules.
If you enjoy that sort of thing, it would have been a thing actually. It would have been this weekend as well, I believe. The New Jersey Ren Fair did a kilt fest.
Oh.
And they picked heavy things up and put them down while wearing kilts. It was glorious. Yes, in fact, kilt fest. When the world is normal, whatever that means, bring it back. Because it was just spectacular. There was whiskey tasting and lots of delicious kilt flavors. So yes, I'll warn you of that next year because it was muddy and beautiful.
Dreams can come true.
Truth indeed. How about you, Margaret?
I do not know. Because you say all of these things within legal confines, and of course I go to the illegal, and I think the event would be me taking people's little pouches of money and running away. But can't do that. Very illegal.
I won't lie. I don't mind, handling pouches in general, but that's sort of that's an illegal story probably too. That's got to be a crime in most of the places we go. Maybe. Perhaps.
If you get caught, it is a crime. But, if you don't get caught, who knows?
Also true. And speaking of pouches of money, fill our chests, please indeed. We would appreciate that. All right, my loves, thank you so kindly for joining us this evening. Katya, my darling, I know you're running off to another show. Follow her over and enjoy more of her tonight because we can never have enough Katya. Have a glorious night, my darling. We'll see you soon.
Bye, my loves. Mwah!
Goodbye, Katya. So, Margaret, love.
Yes.
Now that you've experienced your first real mouthful of chase treasure, how drunk are you?
A little tipsy, but
I'm so proud.
We're doing
I
good.
actually
We're doing
forgot
good.
about my drink over here.
Oh my.
And thankfully, there's still rum in it. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. Margaret, my love,
Yes.
what would you say, in your opinion?
Yes.
Oh, yes, and thank you, darlings, for joining us. One last thought here. What do you think you most look forward to in your Trace Treasure realm?
Oh, I am very much looking forward to getting the full regalia. I have been a little too excited about that through this whole quarantine business. And I'm very excited to meet more ladies because I have watched most of all of the other Ladies Unlaced, and I want to meet more friends.
That is one thing we have no shortage of. There are definitely a few ladies that are tied into our shenanigans. And I must tell you, my darling, it's been a pleasure performing with you for the first time. I'm very excited to play more with you in the future. Yes. My dears, if you've enjoyed us tonight, please do come back and join us. We will cause more trouble in 2 weeks. We have loved having you. And it's been so nice to spend an hour just being silly with all of you. Have a glorious night, my loves. We shall see thee anon.